I'll give you one gem. I dropped several, but I'll give you one gem for sure, man. Whatever you want to do in life, whatever you have fun at doing, whatever makes you happy, find a way to make money off of that. But don't find one way to make money off of that. Find 3 ways to make money off of one thing.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of CB3 Motivation. I'm your host, CB3, and as always, I got a very special guest lined up for you guys. He's a pro athlete, he's a coach, he's a businessman, and now a new content creator, guys. We're going to talk about all that stuff that he's getting into. He's got a lot of plans moving forward for the future, and there's a lot of gems that he can share with you guys. So it gives me great pleasure to announce the one and only Mr. Bones Bagaunte. Anyways, guys, we're here. We're in Gillette, Wyoming. If you guys don't know, I had signed with the Wyoming Mustangs, and that's why he's here with me right now. That's why we're in Gillette. He's the OC, correct? He's the OC for the Wyoming Mustangs, so he's also my coach as well. And that's kind of why we're here, guys. And I wanted to go ahead and bring him onto the podcast because getting to know him and talking to him while being here and stuff like that, man, this man does a whole bunch of stuff. He showed me his highlights from when he played, still playing, you know what I'm saying? So I had to bring him on, guys, and since I was here at the hotel with it, it was convenient, you know what I'm saying? So welcome on to the podcast. Like I said, first time as a content creator, right, you said?
Yes, man. This is my first podcast as an official content creator, man. So I really appreciate this, man, because I've seen your show. I've researched a little bit before I came on here to try to figure out what to expect, man. And you got some numbers. You got some numbers. I think about 20K subscribers on your YouTube channel. You know, about 15 on IG. We got to get those numbers up, people.
We're going to keep going up. Make sure y'all go ahead, click the subscribe button if you're watching at home, man, and do me that favor, all right? But while we're here in Wyoming, I want to go ahead and get into you being the OC right now, and then we're going to kind of talk about, like, all the content creating stuff and all the other stuff that you got planned, all right? So how long ago did you get here in Wyoming?
Man, I've been in Wyoming, I'll say about 3 to 4 weeks now.
3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, it's definitely a culture shock out here. Definitely a culture shock. I'm from the city, from DC, you know, so it's definitely a culture shock, but I've been here about 3-4 weeks.
Okay, what's the biggest difference as far as like being in Wyoming that is different from DC?
I just think the surroundings and the people. It's a melting pot in DC. It's a very collected group of people. You got people who can do all types of things, you know, in the entertainment world or fashion world and stuff like that. And then I come out here, it's more work-based, you know. It's more like I'm a farmer, I'm this, I'm that out here. So that's a big difference for me.
So before coming to Wyoming, what were you doing? Were you coaching before this too?
Yeah. Before coming to Wyoming, man, I was coaching in the IFL, and I was the OC for the Mass Pirates. Shout out to Mass Pirates. And we won the United Bowl, the championship, man. And it was pretty good, man.
And that was my first year. Yeah, that's what I said. That was your first year as an OC, right? Yeah. And you won the championship, man. So like I said, the numbers speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? You should have brought your ring. I know you see your ring.
I was gonna bring it, but I didn't want to be that guy.
Okay.
But we can put it in credits.
I'll put it in. I'll drop it right here. If you guys are watching at home, y'all can see the ring, man. He has a championship under his belt, first time as an OC, and that's cool. First time I saw the ring, I was like, yo, that's lit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so. Before you got here, you said you were coaching at the college?
Yeah, I was coaching the college before I got here. Before that with Mass, and then before that I was actually in the FCF as well.
FCF, and you said you were going to play in the FCF.
Yes, man. So for a quick story, man, I had reached out to the guys at the FCF. They liked my film. They liked what I saw. They also liked that I was posting videos and stuff on my Instagram. So I went up there as a player. You know, went through training camp, you know, ended up tearing my PCL in camp. So I was unable to finish that season out, but they were affording me the opportunity to audition for a couple of shows that they had that they were producing. I ended up making the cut for that, and I had my own TV show called The Players Club on Twitch channel.
Okay, and I saw you, and you were interviewing like Johnny Manziel. Who's some of the guys that you have talked to?
Johnny Manziel, Travis Toivonen, Andrew Jamil.
Yeah.
Who else? I was with Josh Gordon. Just a number of people, man. I was privileged to be on the show with, and they came, man, and they looked out for me. And it was just a blast. Yeah. It was a blast, man.
Yeah, the FCF, guys, if you guys don't know, it's kind of like, it's arena ball, right? Correct?
Yes, it is arena ball, but it's not traditional arena ball. It's 7-on-7 instead of 8-on-8.
Okay, so 7-on-7. So the Mustangs, guys, where I'm at right now, it's arena. So it's 8-on-8, indoor. You got the walls, so it's a lot more contact, a lot more fast pace. And then, like, so the SCF is 7-on-7.
Yeah, 7-on-7, not a lot of people, but it's some quality athletes, just like in all these leagues. And it's the rules tweaked here and there. There's no high motion like it is with us. Also like it is with our neighbors up in Canada. So it's a little difference, but man, it's an all fun league. Arena in general is an all fun league, but especially the FCF.
One thing I noticed at the FCF, they do so like when you score, they got one-on-ones as the that's dope. I like that.
Man, yes, man. It's no field goals, no extra point kicks. It's only one-on-one reps. So they go lineman, D lineman, all that stuff. One-on-one, mano-a-mano. And you got to put on.
So they actually do D lineman too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just DB and wide receiver, and you guys score. Okay, that's cool. I seen that on the SCF, and I was like, yo, that's a cool little tweak to the game because it's like it's more competitive. You know what I'm saying? It makes like the fans at home want to see that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But going forward, right? So now that you're here in Wyoming and stuff like that, what are your plans here going forward? How long are you staying here?
My plans here, man. We have I believe it's 3 or 4 regular season games left.
Okay.
And then getting into the playoffs, it will be a first round, second round, then the championship round. My plans here is to win a championship here, the first in the organization's history. Just like last season with the Mass Powers, that was the first championship in the organization's history. So I plan on doing that here. You know, we got a great staff, we got great players, you know, and it's very possible. And then after that, I actually was just talking with my agent, man. I got a workout for a Santo Domingo basketball team to play basketball in Mexico. So
if y'all don't know, he's a hooper too, bro. So that's the content creating side that he's getting into. That's what he's going to be creating for you guys is basketball content. So he's kind of he has his coaching stuff, guys, and all like this man has a whole bunch of stuff that he does. And now his new thing is content creating for basketball. Yep. So he'll be on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. That's what he's posted. Yeah?
Check me out.
All the links will be down below in the description box, so you guys can go check him out. Make sure y'all go follow him and go support the movement, man, because he's a hooper, man. He out there. He got some, you know, he can lay with it.
Hey, I will say this: Bustamante can hoop.
Yeah,
he can hoop. I was giving him a little mess, you know, but he can hoop. He can hoop, man. He's solid.
That's like my hobbies on the side. So like anytime I wasn't playing football or something, like that's what we go do for fun. So we hit a park and just go hoop and stuff like that. So you know, so I just be pulling from the 3 sometimes. You know, that's like. But how was it being on a championship team, bro? I mean, being part of an organization, you know, pro level, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These players are getting paid to play and stuff like that. So you were a big part of that championship team. So how was that? How's that feeling?
Man, it's a great feeling. You know, it's a great feeling, man. It was my first pro championship, but not my first championship. Shout out to Bearcats, University of Cincinnati. Won I think 2 to 3 championships there, Orange Bowl, Sugar Bowl, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my brother Marty Gilliard, Tony Pike, DJ Woods, Armand Benz, Vidal Hazelton, all those guys, Travis Kelsey, Jason Kelsey, all those guys are my guys, man. We put on the show up there, and just the pro level is a little bit different in the sense that if you're not getting the job done, we don't have to deal with you like scholarship wise. It's just like if you're not getting the job done, we're going to move in a different direction, and it's like a revolving door per se, you know, for certain teams, man. But creating a championship atmosphere takes time, you know, and it's not done overnight. Yeah. And it's paying attention to the detail and the little things, because when you get further in the season, the attention to detail, to stemming this route this way or that way, that's what's going to get you open, because you could be injured or be tired, and athletic ability is only going to get you to so far, and you need that mental side to back that up.
How do you feel like, because it's more of a business, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, if you're not getting the job done, they're going to find someone that will, you know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you're doing what you're doing, or else you're going to go. So how is that, you know, you were a coach when you won a championship. What about as a player? Did you ever win any championship as a player?
Yeah.
Yeah,
as a players, when we won championships, what we did is we never had any free time, really. The group of captains got together up in Cincinnati, And we decided on every time we got off for vacations and stuff like that, that we were going to stay. We were going to do 7-on-7. We were going to lift. We were going to work out. We were going to bond as a team because it's easier to go to bat for someone you have a personal connection with than someone that is just on the team.
Yeah.
So we decided that, and it worked out, man. We won back-to-back Big East championships.
That's dope, bro. Like, I think being a part of, just being on two sides, so you've been part of it as a player, you've been part of it as a coach, and you get to see the two different sides of it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, through all this, through the arena, through college, you built, like, your brand, right? You built, like, Believe in Bones, that's the other thing, you know what I'm saying? So where'd that come from?
Actually, I remember like it was yesterday. Believe in Bones actually came from a phone case that I wanted to create. Everybody know the Murphy phone cases.
Yeah,
shout out to Murphy. Now it's not sponsored, but shout out to Murphy. They had the rechargeable phone cases, so I wanted to make a case that Murphy can charge you up. If it's dead, it'll charge you up fully one battery. I wanted to make one that had enough power to charge up twice, so you would leave the house and you wouldn't have to worry about it. And I came up with the Believe in Bones phone case. That was the name of the case. But then I liked that, and that's when I changed my whole thing and kind of rebranded myself again. Yeah, because for those of you who don't know, I was on Vine and all the older stuff in Twitter when it first came out, and I had a different tagline, and I was going viral and stuff like that. But then I got banned and shadow banned and this, that, and the third, man. And so I had to rebrand myself. And I think Believe in Bones is the best fit because it's not actually about bones. It's just about believing in who you are. You know, anybody can put believe in, and then you can put Bustamante. You can put anything right there. It's just all about believing in yourself, because if you believe in yourself, you can accomplish anything.
So as far as like your brand and your business is, like, how do you? Because a lot of people want to do that, you know what I'm saying? People want to use their name as a brand and sell merch and stuff like that. So you kind of already got into all that. So, like, explain to the people, like, how did you go about it? How, like, creating your merch, your clothing line, like, you know? Like,
well, I've been on the edge of entrepreneurship since I've been playing ball in college. When I was designing my own jeans and for my players and stuff like that, and for teammates and shirts and stuff, and I've just always wanted something new that fit my personality. And a lot of times we go to the store, we don't really see stuff that fits us perfectly, but we get stuff that semi-fits us. You know, it's just like, oh, I like that. But it's nothing that, like, speaks to us. So I wanted to create a brand that spoke to me and stuff like that. So when I was creating my merch, man, it was just a labor of love, and it was just a lot of paperwork, scratching stuff out, a lot of drawings and stuff like that. And I originally landed on Do More, Say Less, which I actually have my shirt on right here, just a little slight, something slight, you know what I'm saying, slight drip, you know. And basically what that is, man, it's a believing in yourself, is doing more and saying less. Show by actions, not by words, you know, because if you go out there and you put your best foot forward, someone to help you. I always give an example to my clients, my players, my teammates. I say, if you see someone on the side of the road flagging you down to help them with their car, you won't stop. But if you see someone actually pushing their car, you'll be more inclined to get out and help them.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so people want to see you. Yes, they want to see you on your path already, because therefore they can ensure that you're not wasting their time. But that's how I came up with my brand, man. Do more, say less. And I just love it, and I got, you know, a lot of stuff that's connected with that too. Yeah,
in fact. So that's all. So I want to go into the content creating side, because this is something new for him. You know what I'm saying? This is, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing it for about 3 years now.
He's the vet. He's the vet now. He's the vet now.
Than me, though, you know what I'm saying? But
to me, he's the vet now.
I definitely know the in and outs right now, like my channel, TikTok, all that stuff, and it's the same thing that he was talking about, the brand. I sell my merch, you guys know. I got phone cases, all that stuff. So that's why I want to talk to you. Are you gonna keep that with the content creating side?
Yeah, man. I actually am. So, you know, I'm excited. I partner with a great group of guys, you know, like family to me, and we're gonna keep that going. So I have the DMSL basketball league coming up in Washington D.C. area. You know, also home of the Goodman League, home of the Watts League, RIP Jeff, home of the Pitts League to my boy Pettis. Like, it's a lot of great basketball coming out of the DMV area right now, and I want to tap into that market as well and just put my spin on the league. You know, so I won't say too much about it, but just look out for it, DMSL basketball on Instagram, and just check out, man. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
I believe it. Like, he's off camera, guys. He's already told me, like, all his plans that he has going forward as far as, like, the whole basketball side, the leagues, who he has connections with, who he could like collab with. So this man's about to blow up with the whole basketball stuff, bro. So stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? But what made you even want to like start? I mean, have you always been a hooper? Have you always been a hooper?
Yeah, man. When I first I graduated Cincinnati 2010,
Okay.
and my first pro experience was with the Bengals, and then I went arena, and then I played that for like 3-4 games, and then I had a workout with the Chiefs, and I blew my hamstring off the bone and up in Kansas. You know, from that point on, I've been steady in arena. You know, and I pride myself in power in the position and being the best where I am.
Yeah, fact.
So if I'm in arena, I'm going to treat it like the NFL. I'm going to be the best
You're gonna
arena
be the
player
best in
ever.
that play,
You know, and so when I got into that, when I first started arena and I focused on that, I was also hooping in the off season of arena.
Yeah.
So I would go overseas and hoop in the off season arena. I didn't really tell anyone. You know, I was just something I was filling out, and I would go over there and hoop, and I would come back, and I did that for 3 years. And it wasn't at a high level, but it was enough to give me experience. And I've always loved hooping. I was actually with And1. Shout out Baby Shaq. That's like big bro. You know, and you know, it's just I've been a dunker. You know, from the free throw line, between the legs, from the free throw line, windmill. I can't really jump like I used to, but I'm still can get up there. So don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. You know, I'm a little bit older now, but don't get it twisted, man. I still got bunnies. But yeah, I've always loved hooping, man. It's always been a big passion. I played football, basketball, baseball all the way up until college, and I actually made the basketball team at the University of Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shout out Bob Huggins. He was up there when I was up there, you know. And Lance Stevenson, fun fact, Lance Stevenson was up there with me too.
Yeah.
And so I always loved hooping, man. And I've done a lot of things on that court that we didn't record back then. Content creating wasn't a thing in 06, 07.
Yeah.
You know, so now I'm getting back into it, and I had to change my game up too. You know, I went from a high flyer to more like a facilitator now.
Okay.
And so, yeah, but to answer your question, I love hooping, man. I can hoop every day of the week. Every day of the week I can hoop. And I'm coming for all you YouTubers out there. I'm coming for all of you guys.
So with that being said, right, so now that you're filming it, you're content creator, it's official, you're going to be uploading. What is there any YouTubers out there that you want to collab with going forward?
Oh, man.
That you want to play against, or 5-on-5, 1-on-1, all that. You know what goes into it. So what YouTubers out there would you want to collab with right now?
Oh man, off the top of my head, I got to collab with 2K Trey.
Okay.
I got to collab with Uncle Scoop. I got to collab with. I want to collab with Ball is Life. Shout out to Kill Carr. He's the homie from around the way. Right now, I'm just going to stick with the DMV guys.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with all the guys that I know from the DMV. Jimmy Jenkins, shout out Jimmy Jenkins. I'm going to stick with all those guys because that's in my wheelhouse right now. Mm-hmm. And from that and the collabs we do, then I can branch out. But it's so many people, I just want to start where I got a solid fan base.
Facts. I agree with that 100%. That's how I started. When I started my channel and stuff, I kept it real close-knit, you know what I'm saying? I go out, but with the people that I was comfortable with and I knew, you know what I'm saying, like, we're real. You know what I'm saying? And then you could branch off and start, linking up with people because they see the work that you're putting in. But so with that, you got the YouTube, you got all this stuff. So what's your plan moving forward? What do you want this to eventually become like your full-time job to where is this what you want to do? What if you had to choose right now?
Don't do this.
Yeah.
Don't do this.
What would you choose to be your job, bro? Like, what do you want that would make you happy?
What would make me happy? Oh man, that's a deep question, bro.
That's a tough question, bro.
That is a deep question. Honestly, what would make me happy is being able to eat any food I want, travel wherever I want, and not have to worry about finances. So I feel as though in order to do that, yes, I feel as though in order to do that, content creating and stuff like that would be the path for me.
Okay.
And yes, to answer your question, yes, I would love to do this full time, but eventually I'm going to get into, throwing events. I already throw events, but I want to get into throwing like festivals and stuff like that. And I got a big tournament that I'm gonna do. But I'm not going to say nothing about it now, but it's going to be solid, and it involves kickball. How about that?
Okay, so y'all just stay on the lookout, man. Like I said, he drops all the information on social media, Instagram, so all that will be in the link in the description box so y'all can check him out and stay up to date with what's going on with Bones. You know what I'm saying? So I know you told me you're planning on traveling with the whole
Yes.
content creating thing,
Yes.
right? And like you said, season's almost done. You got a couple more games, playoffs, stuff like that. So after that, is that when you're gonna go full blown with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so, man. I'm gonna go full out on this thing, man. I'm gonna give it my all. It's funny, man, because like with this content creating stuff, I feel like I'm in college again because it's so much learning. I get to travel, meet new people, meet different ideas and stuff like that. And so I'm excited. So after this, I'm actually in the process right now of looking for a RV and or a bus.
Okay.
I'm going to get that wrapped, get that sponsored, man. DMSL, do more, say less, going to be smack dab on the side. So if you see it, shout me out, tag me, you know. So we're going to put that on the side.
Okay.
And I'm going to group of guys, some of the guys that I mentioned. We're going to travel. We're going to shoot basketball content. We're going to shoot comedy content. We're going to shoot a lot of things, man.
So
I'm excited.
You plan on taking that just basically world touring?
Yeah, man, we're going to put the tour together, you know, and make the best of it. I mean, it'll be the first one we did as a unit. And I know you're going to do a content house too, you know, and he's told me some great things about that and the amazing people that he's going to collab with. So, you know, it's one of those things, man, and we'll just see what happens and just go from there and just never stop. But just always keep pushing.
And that's exciting too, just because you don't know how far you could take it. You know what I'm saying? And like where it could go and stuff like that. It was funny because the other day, like he said, I told you guys earlier, man, he's new to it. You know what I'm saying? So he was getting into the whole TikTok stuff. I was sitting with him at the table, bro. I was sitting with at the table. He's like, "Yo, I got this fire ass clip. I just don't know how to use TikTok." So then I was like, "I got you, fast." So like, I'm over here putting the slow mo, the music, the little girl in the back and stuff.
Yeah.
And it came out fire. You know what I'm saying? It came out good. So now he's already got the hang of it. He's learned how to use the TikTok. Now he's dropping videos and stuff. And it's funny because I'm on Instagram and I see him posting these little basketball clips.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, I did that. I showed you how to do that on TikTok. But now, like he said, he's creating the content, so it's gonna be fun to watch you, bro. Like just doing as far as the content creating side and stuff.
I appreciate it.
And then you, like I said, you still got a job to do here. You know what I'm saying? So you're finishing that up on the coaching side. So you got a whole bunch of stuff that you know you got planned, and then when off season comes, you could.
Yeah, man. Like my full time job is arena football, and I kind of use that as like travel dates now, and like it's like a semi tour. You know, of course, I got to focus on making sure the game prep and stuff is right, but anytime I can, I'll get some footage or I'll hoop this, there, and here and there. Yeah. And, you know, in the off season is when I'm going to amp it up, you know, 10 times and full out go. And we're looking for sponsors, you know, to travel, wrap the bus, car, food, however anyone can help. Just holler at me if you want to collab. Just holler at me. I'm open to work with just about anybody, man. If you got a good head on your shoulders and you're about your work, man, I'm always open. I'm always here to help. You know, my knowledge is your knowledge if I'm a fan of yours, man, or if I'm even a friend of yours.
That's dope, because a lot of people don't do that. Like a lot of content creators don't be like real iffy about collabing with certain people, but I like that because like a lot of you get to choose who you work with, and then if people want to work with you, it's like I said, other people's attention, bro. Like other people have a fan base, so like if you link with like one thing I always tell people is like if you want to blow up on YouTube really fast, you got to do collaborations because their fan base, their subscribers are gonna subscribe to you, and it just, you know, you guys eat off each other.
Yeah, facts, man. I'm gonna be like the Samuel L. Jackson of content creators. So I'm gonna be collabing with everybody.
Yeah, that'd be dope, bro.
I'm not gonna turn down no collab, man. I don't care if you got 100 followers, 1 million followers, man. If I have time, then let's rock and roll, man. That's just how I am as a person. And y'all can hold me to this too, because this is my first video. So when I blow up and I get famous and I got all these subscribers, remember I said that, man, to hold my feet to the fire.
We're going to have this kid hit you, hey, I want to collab. We're going to see if you collab with us. Bones going to be like, damn, that was a video.
I'm a new me. I'm a new me right now. I don't know who that. I don't know that. I don't know this man. I'm sorry to say, but I don't know this man.
That's funny. So what if you were to get offered, like I said, so after, like you're in arena right now coaching, but your resumes are, like I said, like your resume speaks for
itself. Talk to him.
For, you know,
talk to him now.
First year, won a championship, out here now. I know you had other offers. I know you had head coaching offers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you chose this for whatever reason that you chose. You chose to come here, and this is your path. So I know you're gonna have even bigger offers as a coach moving forward. So like, what if you got an XFL coaching job or something?
Oh, man.
Are you taking that? Or
that would be awesome, man, and it'd just be another thing to add to my journey.
Yeah.
You know, and that could lead to some amazing things because, as we know, more financial freedom allows us to do more things that we want to do, you know.
Exactly.
So, you know, if I have to grind it out and work at XFL, and the higher I get, the more money, hopefully, I'll make, and then the better content I can create in my spare time.
Okay.
You know, but I'm open to that, you know. Fingers crossed, and let's see what happens.
No, it's gonna happen, bro. Like I said, I was talking to him off camera, and I was telling him, bro, like, as a first year coach, you already won a championship. You know what I'm saying? Your pro job. You know what I'm saying? And then he already had. I know he had other offers before this, so
yeah.
He's gonna be straight as far as that end. And I want to. So as an athlete, right? Who's your favorite player? Who's your favorite
what sport?
Player?
Football.
Football player right now. And then
right now in the league.
Right now in the league.
Oh man, that's hard. That's a hard one, man. If you would have said like,
all right,
all time, Hines Ward.
Hines Ward. Okay.
Hines Ward. Hines Ward is the embodiment for me of a complete receiver. He wasn't as big as everybody else. He wasn't as fast. But what he did was pay attention to detail. He blocked. He cracked back people. He gave extra effort on plays that needed extra effort.
Yeah.
He ran downfield. He went up and caught the ball over people, even though that wasn't his thing. Yeah. He caught the ball in under routes. Wasn't afraid to go across the middle. That, to me, is a complete receiver.
Okay.
And, you know, with my stature and height, and I play like him, you know, and I leave it out there, and I'm diving in the stands and stuff like that. And I'll leave it on the line, man, because I have the Mamba mentality and the Jordan mentality, man, when it comes to I'm playing every game like it's my last game or like it's somebody's first time watching me, because I don't want any bad reviews, you know. So I leave it out there like every game, bro. I leave it out there every game, man. And hopefully he'll put my highlights right here.
Hey, I'm going to drop his highlights. I tell y'all, bro, like, everything he's speaking is fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember he came in as a coach, and I was like, you never really look at your coach's stuff. You just be like, yeah, he used to play. You know what I'm saying? But nah, he was like that, bro. He was mad disrespectful with it, too. Like, he
go crazy.
So I'm going to drop his highlights, bro. Y'all
crazy.
Check him out so y'all know I ain't kept it, all right? But that's funny, right? He really was like that, bro. I promise y'all. But
is like that.
Oh yeah, he is like that.
He is like that.
He is like that. He is like that. So, players wise, is that who you try to like mimic your game?
My game is a crossbreed of people.
Okay.
I take the toughness, the awareness, and the physicality from Hines Ward. I take Chad Johnson's footwork and awareness and flashiness.
Yeah.
You know, and I take Terrell Owens' physicalness. You know, and I try to take the best assets from all of those guys, and I take Chris Carter's hands.
Yeah. And
I watch him and how he maneuvers his body and catches the ball, and Michael Irvin's flashiness too.
So talking about the flashiness, right? So when he played, he was a flashy player, bro. You know what I'm saying? He wanted people to know his name, bro. So
yeah.
How do you feel? That's not a bad thing. I like that. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about that? Because some people, you know, people that are not athletes are just looking from the outside, and they be like, he cocky, or how do you feel about being like the flashy player? Like, how is it important to do that nowadays? Because it's more, like you said, it's not just sports, but it's also entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I was fortunate to understand that sports in general is entertainment, but especially pro sports, and furthermore, arena football.
Yeah, fact.
You know, so I understood that it's business first. So if I could do something before the game or promote myself in a way that got fans in the stands even before we started playing, that was a benefit to me. That was a benefit to my team. That was a benefit to the players, because the more eyes on, the quicker guys can get out and the more money the people can make, man. I remember I was in Billings. Hopefully we can drop that too. And I got some crazy entrances, guys. I'll put a clip of, I'll say about 2 entrances together so you can tag that. But I got some crazy entrances, man. I'm skydiving. I'm coming in hearses. I'm coming from the ceiling. Like, my entrances are off the chain, man. That was before I was content creating, man. Like, I didn't really know the hang of it. So I wish I would have dialogued that process. But now I am, man, and I'm excited about it. But on the field, man, it's just you make a play, let them know you made the play. It doesn't have to be disrespectful, but it's something for the fans. You know, you make a first down, you get out, put a little arrow, you know what I'm saying, you do whatever you need, you know what I'm saying, to get the fans into it, and then you have a signature. And once you create that signature, then they know you for that, and then you can capitalize off of that on the field, off the field, monetary wise. Because I sold shirts after every one of my games. I sold Believe in Bone shirts, Do More Say Less shirts, and I created my own custom shirts with the permission of the team to use their logo. And I would sell out shirts, man, and I was selling my shirts. I was selling them for a good amount, and I would sell like 100 shirts a game.
Yeah, you were capitalizing on what you were doing at the time.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell athletes, bro, like on the business side of it, like you can't just play now. Like, you can if you want to, but you're not capitalizing on the amount of money that you could be making. You know what I'm saying? So like, I tell people, I use my channel, I use me playing pro sports, all of this together. I sell my merch, and, you know, so on the business side of it, it's important to brand yourself and use your fans that you have to make money.
That's correct, man.
You know, give back. Also, besides making money, like they want your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So be an influencer, give them, sell your merch, all that stuff, because it's important. You could capitalize on, you know, getting brand deals, sponsors, all that comes with, and that's really where the money comes in. Besides just getting your pro check or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You get sponsors, you get a check for that. You get a check for how many jerseys you sell, or whatever. So you know, you gotta capitalize
facts, man. I'm telling you, I give you one gem. I dropped several, but I'll give you one gem for sure, man. Whatever you want to do in life, whatever you have fun at doing, whatever makes you happy, find a way to make money off of that. But don't find one way to make money off of that. Find 3 ways to make money off of one thing. So if you're a personal trainer, for example, a lot of personal trainers out there, if you train someone in person, that's a stream of income. Now you record that and you sell all your recordings, that's another stream of income. Yeah. And then you go live, and that's another stream of income. So from one workout, you're getting 3 streams of income. You're getting your live stream income, you're getting the in-person income, and you're getting the recording income. So you're getting paid 3 times for one thing, man. So that's what I can tell you.
Work smarter, not harder.
Come on.
Simple. You know, so what about the basketball side of it? What about players? What favorite right now?
Basketball players, of course, I'm going to go with KD, you know.
Why KD?
Grew up together playing, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. KD, Mike Beasley, Nolan Smith, Chris Wright, Ty Lawson, Navarro Bowman. We used to hoop Little Leagues together. Joe Hayden, like all those guys, man. I was with the DC Assault. I was with Running Slam, Slam and Jam, like all those AAU teams where we were growing up, man. So I always got to go with KD. But as of aggressiveness, dunking wise, I'm gonna say Ja Morant with the aggression. But man, James White. I don't know if you guys know James White. He went to University of Cincinnati, but he was the only other person who could jump with me when I was jumping.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he got drafted to San Antonio Spurs, and he won a championship his first year there.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, it's crazy. But right now, I'm going to say Ja. Ja, man. Ja with a mix of Kyrie, but like lower level. I'm out of shape. I got to get my stuff together, so I'm not going to try to say I'm that guy, but lower level, you know what I'm saying?
So what about of all time?
All time, man. Oh my God, these are some tough questions. All time, Allen Iverson, man. I'm a big Bubba Chuck fan.
That's my favorite team.
Shout out to Bubba Chuck, man. DMB. I'm a big Bubba Chuck fan, man. That's my guy. I modeled my basketball after him. When I was growing up, I wasn't tall. I was short. You know, I was of your stature for a long time, and I had a growth spurt going into middle school, and then all of a sudden I'm 6 foot. You know, so I had the handles already, and then I was taller. So Allen Iverson, man, just like with Hines Ward, he leaves every game, he leaves it out there, and you can tell he loves playing the sport because he will leave everything he has on that court. And that's how I am with basketball, man. And shout out Mr. Nobody, my bad. I forgot one of my guys for basketball, my bad. And but yeah, man, Allen Iverson, man, is my all-time favorite player, hands down, period, bro.
Yeah, me too. That's if y'all didn't know, AI is my all-time favorite. Crossover.
You hear me?
Don't forget
you hear
that,
me?
Yeah. But I also think like I love how he did. Like he had his own swag before.
Oh man, he's a pioneer, bro.
Exactly. Like he definitely pioneered the game. Like before him, no one else was really wearing the baggy pants. Like nobody, and he did his thing. Like I said, he branded himself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I like AI. Besides just the way he played, but like he pioneered the look, you know what I'm saying? The tact. No one was doing all that before AI. So.
He was AI on and off the court, man. And he's the reason why we have these runway fashion shows before games now. So shout out to him because he was the main one coming, like he said, big baggy clothes with the chains and stuff, had his own look. Everybody else was in suits. You know, and then they put that AI rule in where they try to make everybody wear suits.
Yeah.
But shout out to him, man, because without AI doing that, he paved the way for a lot of people, man.
Well, who's your favorite basketball team right now in the NBA? Do you have
The Nets.
team?
The Nets. I follow KD. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I follow KD, but before, I was an Iverson fan and a Melo fan. And then when my guy KD got in the league, I was a Sonics fan. Then it was the Warriors, and now it's the Nets.
So how do you feel?
And OKC.
You talking about old Melo, right? Not Lamelo.
No, old Melo. Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, I fuck with Carmelo, but I fuck with Melo too.
Oh, man, he's a dog.
Yeah.
Melo's a dog, man. He's the embodiment of what the NBA future is going. Like, we had the NFL, and it was Michael Vick and McNabb, and those were the futures of it. And now we can see a lot of mobile quarterbacks and a lot of spread offenses. Sure. I feel as though he is that for basketball now. You're going to see a lot of dual threat guys. A lot of it's not going to be a specific position that they play. They can play multiple.
How do you feel about the way he got there? The way he was raised, his dad, the whole. You remember when he was popping, the dad was like, "Oh, my kid's doing this." Like all three. So how do you feel about that whole situation?
I absolutely love lavarball and his approach to everything, because if you look back at it, he's a marketing genius.
For sure. 100%.
He is a marketing genius, because when people tell you something and they do it, it is not considered being braggadocious. It's a fact.
Yeah.
And he said, and he accomplished that. And he willed his kids and pushed them and put them in the right positions to succeed. Mm-hmm. And that's what you can ask for a parent. Some people say he's overbearing and stuff like that. That is what a real parent is supposed to look like. You're not supposed to be your kids' friends. You're not supposed to be their homies or their girlfriends. You're supposed to be their parent, man. Yeah. And as a parent, your job is to guide them in the right direction. And give them, well, you can do this or do this, but this was going to happen if you do this, and this was going to happen to do that, man. And I don't know the inner workings of it, man, but sure. I applaud him, man. And John Morant's dad, too, is very supportive, I've noticed,
He's from Memphis, right?
I don't know where he's from specifically, but I know he plays for him.
Okay. Yeah, I believe he is from Memphis, though, because he always be repping it, too, like Memphis kids, stuff like this. I'm guessing.
Okay.
But so through all being through Cincinnati and stuff like that, I mean, you've obviously met a lot of people, right? FC
Hall of Famer.
Oh my God.
I just want to throw that out there. I'm in the Hall of Fame in Cincinnati, so.
In Cincinnati, you're
Shout out
Hall
Black
of Famer from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, even more. So from all your experiences going through football, from FCF to basketball, you obviously know a lot of people. Who are some of the top people you've worked with, or just in general, whether it's football, celebrities, stuff like that? Who, just name a few.
I mean, the list is really long, man. I've been afforded to. I'll just speak for the people who know public record. Johnny Manziel, Flash Gordon, Marshawn Lynch. Who else I had? Andrew Jamil, up and coming content creator, destroying. Everybody knows destroying, man. Yeah. Travis Toivonen, shout out him. He was with the FCF. He got picked up to the NFL. Who else, man? Uncle Scoob. Shout out 2K Trey. Shout out Mr. Nobody. Who else? Who else have I worked with? Man, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. It is a lot. Shout out CJ Certified, Moose for. I'll put it to you like this, man. You're gonna start seeing me with a lot of people, and it's not just because I started creating content. These are personal friends, and I've curated a good relationship with, and they afforded me the opportunity to work with them in certain capacities. I will say that.
So when you were working with Josh Gordon, Johnny Manziel, what was your role with them? Were you coaching them, or were you the show? So how was that?
Yeah. So with Manziel, it was more so the show.
Okay.
I worked with him on the show. I have my own show with the FCF called The Players Club. Check it out on Twitch. It was more so the show with him when I worked on him with the show, and he kind of helped me out because I was new to interviewing people. Okay. That was my first dose of content, and we always podcast live.
Oh,
so so that's different.
That's
so
completely different. You gotta watch what you say.
Yeah.
Everyone out here scared to get canceled now.
Yeah, man. So
that I get you.
Yeah, so that was that, and I also helped him here and there, but he doesn't really need any help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just little helpful hints of being an indoor. And just with Josh, with Josh and Flash Gordon is just about routes, how to run specific routes for indoor, because it's a big difference. It's a different angles, different landmarks. So I help with that. With Jamil, man, he's come on, man. It's Andrew Jamil. Mr. FCF himself. And shout out Frictionless Nicholas, OTO Nick. Only takes one. Shout out him and FCF. But I help guys as much as I can, man, you know. And Boykins, shout out Boykins from FCF as well, and LaMarcus Carradine. I just help them out, just take my knowledge base and help them out as much as I can, because I'm not one of those guys who is trying to hoard knowledge. If I have it, I'll instill that in the others so they can do it, man, because my time has passed with certain things, and I've accepted that. So I want other people to come up with my knowledge, and then they can do the same thing, and that's how we continue to get good content, continue to get good football, and continue to create good people.
Agree. I respect that 100%, and I agree. Like I said, with like how you think and stuff like that, because going forward, you're gonna need all that. You know what I'm saying? So and if you guys gonna need all that. This is why I do the podcast for you guys, bro. Because a lot of you guys don't get to talk to people who are on the content creating side or in positions that I bring these guests on, so they get to share their knowledge with you guys and put you guys on to game. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to think going forward, bro. Is there anything you want to tell the people about you that you want them to know, or how you got to where you're at right now, or just the journey? Because everyone thinks everything happens the way you're supposed to. Like, bro, it's not like that. Like, shit's a struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, it's a struggle, bro. Like, so, like, I don't know. You want to talk about your struggles growing up, or how it was, stuff like that?
Yeah, man. Growing up, man, I played in multiple sports, 4-sport athlete, basketball, football, baseball, and track. As long as I can remember, I played those 4 sports throughout Little League, middle school, and high school. I only focused on one when I got to college. And even in high school, I had trouble fitting in with certain teams, whether it be a preference, because I was a small guy. I was like 160 going into college. So imagine how skinny I was in high school. But I was fast as a hiccup, you know. So I had struggles, man, and I was always looked at as a smaller guy, even though I was fast. And I wasn't even on Cincinnati's radar. Honestly, I went to a camp. My football coach at my high school took a group of us to a camp in Cincinnati, and I was on a mission when I got there, and I found out who their number 1 receiver recruit was and who their number 1 DB recruit was. And I checked their number 1 receiver and locked him down. Yeah. And their number 1 DB I made look foolish, and that's how I got a scholarship to the University of Cincinnati. So and that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I had to fight, man, because like I went to 3 high schools trying to find the perfect fit, man. You know, and I didn't know what, because of me, I got cut from my high school basketball team. Yeah. You know, whether it be favoritism or skill, whatever you want to call it, I got cut. You know, and I got cut from my football team in high school, and that's why I transferred. Yeah. And it's just like I went to a different school, and then I didn't get the look that I needed. I didn't get a fair shot there, and then I went to this last school my junior year, and then I got a fair shot. Then I started breaking all their passing records and stuff like that. And then like I said, I went to the camp, and I got seen at the camp. And then you think about it now, I'm one of their top ranked receivers to ever come through there, All-American. Was ranked 2nd in the nation when I was there as a freshman, 12th overall. I'm in the Hall of Fame up there. I played with some great athletes that I mentioned before, and I was just blessed to have a opportunity to play D1 ball and take that financial burden off my parents, man.
Yeah, that's huge, bro.
You know, and then after that, with the little stint that I had in the league and playing arena ball and trying to find my niche in this, you know, and also playing basketball, and everybody always telling me to focus on one thing, just focus on this, just focus on that, you know, because they don't see the overall picture. So it's hard to tell small-minded people big ideas. You know, they're always going to knock you down, man. So that's why.
It sound like you're bragging.
Yeah, that's why I say you do more, say less, man. Just repeatedly show them that you can do anything. Just repeatedly show them, and don't say nothing. Just keep surprising them. Every time you drop a video, oh, I didn't know you know them. Oh, I didn't know you know them. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Just keep showing them, man. Don't say nothing, because it's just like with training. When you first start training, there are people going to make fun of you. Oh, you trying to get fit now. You trying to get this. And then midway, when you're halfway through your goals, they're going to say, oh, I see you.
Yeah,
I see you working out.
yeah.
And then when you get to your goal or closer to where you want to be, they're going to be like, oh, man, can you train me? Dang, I see you doing your thing. I would like to get trained. And shout out Austin Dotson, man, a great person, a great human being, a great soul. And he's one of my close friends, like my little brother. And he's killing it in the fitness world right now. So shout out him. But that's how it is, man. It's a struggle, man. Because little people don't know, I designed my arena playbook in 2015.
Okay.
In 2015, I started to design my playbook. And in 2016, I finished it. It took me a year to cultivate this playbook. Mind you, I didn't get my first coaching opportunity until, 2020?
Damn.
You feel me? 5 years. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And I didn't get my first coaching opportunity until 5 years later. And I went to that team as a receivers coach. And then they fired the offensive coordinator. And I was able to step in the role at 2-2, and then I went 12-1 and won the championship. So it's not like that I just knew what I was prepared for that moment 5 years before I even got it, And it's the same thing with movies and stuff like that. You'll hear about directors saying, "Well, I wrote this back in 2001, and we're just now shooting in 2020." Like you have to prepare anything you want, you have to make sure you've done everything to achieve that. And if the opportunity isn't there, that's fine. But make sure when that opportunity comes, you don't miss it.
Fact.
I will say that, man. But
because you might not get the opportunity.
That's what I'm saying. Because think about if I got that OC job and I don't win.
Yeah.
People it's a few black coaches in pro sports, period. And then there's few younger black coaches with tattoos and everything and gauges that look like a player.
Yeah.
So I had to come out and I had to win, bro. Like I literally had to win to get another opportunity. If I don't win, I don't get another coaching opportunity. And I was able to do that, and now I'm a hot commodity. So hey, long story short, do more, say less, man, and always stay prepared. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
You
feel me?
That's facts, bro. Like I said, everything he's speaking is straight facts, bro. Like I said, the stuff that you're talking about being smaller and going through adversity and not getting looks and getting, bro, like everyone has their own struggles.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Everyone has their own story, going through what they're going through. So whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is, just know you can't just let failure stop you from doing something. You gotta get up and, all right, bet, I'm gonna go figure out how to do it then. You told me I can't do it, all right, bet, let me go show you. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. So I'm glad that you said that and told the people that, because like people think like, oh, maybe it's just not for me. But you gotta make it for you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
You gotta make it for you.
You gotta make it for you, man. Think about it. The Rocky movies got turned down 1,000,000 times.
Yeah.
Like he sold his dog to get that script going. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of things that happen that we don't know the backstories to. Yeah. It's a lot of things, man. And like I said, man, that's like this I say this all the time, man. I got trademarked and patent. But consistency is your best currency. So just remember that, man. Consistency is your best currency. If you stay consistent, that's the best currency you will ever have. It will far succeed money and everything, because if you're consistent, people can rely on you. And if they can rely on you, they can trust you. And if they can trust you, they're going to work with you.
Yeah. I agree. 100%, man. I agree. The last thing that I kind of wanted to touch on with you, bro, is so it's like with you saying you've been a Hall of Famer in Cincinnati and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? put up numbers, all that. So obviously you had your assets on the league, right? You had your assets on the NFL.
Yeah.
So explain that whole situation, bro, because like I've been a Hall of Famer. I would think that you had a way better chance of getting into the league than most other people. You know what I'm saying? So kind of how, if you had your asset on that, like
what happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I came out in 2010. For those of you who don't know, 2010 was the lockout year.
Okay.
So I prepared all my life to go to the NFL, and when I was able to enter the draft, it didn't exist at the moment.
Okay.
So just imagine prepping your whole life for something and not being able to do it. Not that you're not ready, you're not focused. It's no option for me to do it. So I missed OTAs, I missed training camp, and before the lockout happened, I had a workout with the Bengals. It went well, and I'm not scared to admit it. I failed a drug test there. Mm-hmm. I failed a drug test, and that was just me being young.
Yeah, for sure.
And celebrating from my pro day.
Yeah.
I had a great pro day, and I failed a drug test, man, and I live with that, and I learned from that.
For sure.
And it is what it is. And then after the lockout, with that on my record, It's hard.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I got afforded another opportunity still.
Yeah.
You know, and I pulled a hamstring off the bone. It was just a string of unfortunate circumstances.
Happens, bro.
And it is what it is. But that forced me to grow up exponentially fast and realize that I have to use this arena platform as a marketing tool, as a networking tool to get me where I really want to be in my life. Because Bones Bagaunte is not football. Football is a part of me. Exactly. And now I use this as a tool to branch off into doing what I'm doing now.
Y'all take that, bro. Y'all take that and understand that who you are right now as a person, if you're doing something that's not you, it's just a part of what you're doing at the moment, and you could do so much other stuff. You can do whatever you want to do, bro. You just got to put the work in. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
agree with you, and I appreciate you coming on, bro.
Oh, man.
Sharing your knowledge with the people.
I appreciate you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Talking to people, giving them, showing them like what it is that it takes, and like I said, you were talking about the whole NFL thing, how the lockout. Bro, all of y'all, I know I went through it after I graduated, the whole COVID thing. Bro, like that hurt so many people, athletes, you know what I'm saying?
It was basically the same thing without like the fear of dying with like COVID.
Yeah,
you know.
COVID hurt so many free agents. Like
Yeah.
instead of bringing in a couple of people for training camp for the league, they're bringing in one or two. You know.
Yeah, it hurt people in general, man. Condolences to everybody and anybody who's lost people during COVID. But like we had the lockout, we had COVID, and now I'm glad that the guys are getting paid, because you got to think, when I was at school, I had one of the top selling jerseys, number 85.
Yeah.
The Bengals had a down spiral year, you know, and we were the talk of the town. It was kind of like Miami to you, because the Dolphins had a down year and they had it.
Yeah.
So we were ranked in the nation. The highest we were ranked, I think, was second in the nation. We were undefeated. You know, we should have went to the national championship that year, you know, but that is what it is.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, it was crazy out there, man. I had a great time. We had great coaching staff. We had great players. But, like, yeah, I wish I would have got paid. I got paid from the video game, so I'm on NCAA, so go play with me, old school NCAA.
Y'all go use Bones Bagaunte. But look, man, I appreciate you coming on the show. That pretty much wraps up everything that I have asked you. You talk to the people. You drop hella gems on them. So make sure y'all use it, man. You guys know what you got to do going forward, whatever position you guys are put in. And I'm going to keep bringing you guys more podcasts, another episode coming soon. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching at home right now, make sure y'all go ahead, click that subscribe button, smash that like button. And if you guys are just tuning in from your car, Apple, Pandora, whatever it is, thank you guys for tuning in. And with that being said, appreciate you coming on,
man. I appreciate you, man.
And
I
I'll
appreciate
see you guys
everybody.
next time. All right, we out.
Peace.